Hey everyone, so I'm in my car right now. I'm at the rally for Pierre Poilievre. I am absolutely frozen. I've been standing outside for an hour and a half in the wind and the cold. I'm frozen, so my nose is red, my hands are cold. But just to give you an update on what's going on, I'm actually kind of disheartened in my city. I was called a Nazi on the side of the road. I was told, I held up a sign saying John A. Macdonald started residential schools, and I actually had a man say to me, "So you mean to tell me the natives didn't want an education?" And when I said to him, "No, that's called genocide," he told me that it was education. I had another woman that when she saw my John A. Macdonald sign, she immediately invoked the whole Mark Carney's dad was a principal. I said, well, there's a big difference between being a principal 60 years ago and starting the whole revolution of residential schools, but she didn't seem to like that. I had people telling me that he's not planning on privatizing healthcare. Well, it's actually in the conservative policy that they want to do half private, half public, which I don't think that's true. Stephen Harper has pushed for privatization of most things like CP Rail, some of the media, all sorts of things. He's privatized parts of Canada Post. So Harper's been pushing for years to privatize pretty much everything because that's how companies make money. And Pierre's going to follow in his footsteps. I mean, Harper literally promoted him and endorsed him last night. So you can hide behind all the smoke and mirrors you want. You can promise all the things you want to promise, but we all know what the conservative push is, and it's to privatize everything to make money for corporations. So I'm just sitting in my car for a bit. Unfortunately, the venue itself, I can't quite get to it at risk of protesting on their property. I wanted to make sure it was as non-confrontational as possible, so I'm actually standing out on the public sidewalk, so I can't get as close to the venue as I would like. I tried to get in earlier. There was quite a lineup of people. There's a lot of people here, but there's a lot of Maple MAGAs. They've got, their F Trudeau signs and their, whatever. So I think it's kind of unfortunate. I think the people in my city just don't know their history. They don't know what's been going on. I mean, how these people don't remember the years that Harper was in government, I don't know. I don't know why they don't remember the destruction of our economy that he created, because they just blame everything on Trudeau. Everything's just Trudeau's fault. So I'm just waiting for a bit. Once the rally is over, I'm going to go stand on the public sidewalk right in the section where all of the people will be exiting because they were kind of piecemeal coming in. I'll hold up my sign some more. Maybe one person will ask questions. What is a residential school? Who was John A. Macdonald? What does he want to do with healthcare? Maybe if one person asks those questions, then me standing out in the cold was worth it. So I hope I give somebody some inspiration to stand up. Maybe in the next city, you'll get more than 1-2 protesters. There was only 2 of us here today protesting, and that's disheartening. My city doesn't want to stand up for what's right. My city doesn't want to get involved. They're so busy with being quiet and in their own corner, they don't want to stand up and protest. And while that is so disheartening for me to see, and I almost wanted to cry when I saw how many people were coming to this rally, I had to think about it. Most conservatives are angry. Most conservatives are angry with the Trudeau government, and they're tired of the lost liberal decade. So they are so angry that they are willing to come out and support Pierre Poilievre. Also, you're going to get those looky-loos that are just like, hey, what if this guy does become PM? I just want to go and make sure I'm there for a piece of history, right? I did meet a member of the press who came all the way from Vancouver. Of course, he told us he was not allowed on the bus with Pierre Poilievre, but he was here from Vancouver. Lovely man, asked us questions about our city and the reasons why we were protesting. And he just did we had a basic conversation. It wasn't an official interview or anything, but he was quite thoughtful, and he listened to the concerns that me and my fellow protester had, which I thought was awesome. Although I did see a vehicle drive by with a CBC logo on it, and nobody stopped to talk to me, so not sure what that means. So I'll give you guys another update when it's all over. Elbows up, Canada.